My name is Sam Agaya Dudu, and I am from Nigeria, and I'm here in Mumbai to attend a film academy called Mumbai Film Academy. I'm much more interested in filmmaking and direction. However, I'm learning so many aspects of filmmaking. I'm actually interested in Bollywood film. So I decided to start looking for an academy in India, and the name Mumbai knowing that it's a city struck me, and I said, good, let me go for this one that has Mumbai Film Academy. And that was how I decided, to make an application, and then I was able to succeed. There was something that I've always been imagining, and it happened. I have so many cameras, call it Sony, Nikon, Canon, mention them. However, I have never, ever seen a red camera.
Action! Yes. 1, 2, go! 1, 2, go! 1, 2, go! 1, 2, go! Sam, good here.
Good.
Good one.
And I've always been imagining it, but when I came to this academy, just after 3 weeks of my coming, I was able not only to see, but to mount it and also partake in the practical activities of ensuring that whenever I am on set, I should be able to direct and also understand how the cinematographers are carrying about their duties. It was really fantastic. I love it. Lighting, I have always been hearing that the lighting is what demarcates videography from cinematography. And it actually was proved to me how the lighting was able to showcase in the classroom as if the subject was in the prison. It was fantastic. Blocking of the lights, designing the lights, and making sure that the viewers are seeing what they are expected to see. It was fantastic. I also was admiring the faculty, that is the DOP. I was told actually had about 25 years of experience. Believe me, I'm telling you the truth. Action is better than words. Whatever he was doing was actually telling the story of what is expected of us to do, when we eventually graduate from this academy. It was fantastic. I enjoyed every bit of it. In fact, he was even coming closer to me and explaining to me if I am dulling and I'm at the same time panning I should be able to envisage the headroom to make sure that the subjects are captured as expected. There is one particular professor, I call him, the DOP, Ajay Tandon. This is a man, a lecturer, that will actually lay the foundation for you to grow. It's not just about knowing what you think you know. He comes down, he goes to the bottom of all the lectures to make sure that you understand the real basics of what is expected of you. It's not just about saying, for example, I want to learn about light, how light is important, to cinematography. No, he tells you how light comes about, the breakdown of light, the many parts of light. And then at the end of the day, you will appreciate when you are now doing, the practicals in the classroom. That is one lecturer that, in fact, I told him, I said, look, why don't you actually go about doing some YouTube, presentation, or even writing a book? Because what you are telling us is fantastic. Nazik sir is a quiet man. The first time I saw him, I was thinking that he won't be able to teach me in English, but he beat me to it. He was able to explain every aspect of direction. Do you know this is a lecturer who will not only be teaching you in words, but ensure that there are videos, there are scripts to make sure that you understand what it's all about direction. How the camera will be positioned, the shots, the cuts, the angles, the composition, anything you are thinking about, he explains one by one. And when you ask a question, he's very much interested in ensuring that he gives you the answer that you deserve. And he goes around to ask you, do you still want more? Ask me a question. And I will tell you, because that is the reason why we are here in Mumbai Film Academy. We are one of the best in this city. And I said, is that so? And he says, yes. And I believe him because of the method he teaches. Well, when I started the lecture, I was thinking that I'm going to see just one expert in direction, but they proved me wrong. Yes, they proved me wrong. How do I mean? There is a lecturer who has actually taught me about direction. And there is another lecturer again coming to teach me about action direction. I'm telling you the truth. I love action films. So, Raju Das is the man to think about. And I was told he's a master in Kung Fu, meaning that he's not just coming to teach you in theory, but practically he will make sure that you understand how your movement is expected to be when you are really making the move. And then it teaches you how the camera is expected to move to show the bluntness that this is actually an action. So it proves to you the composition of, exposure, making sure that how you use your camera, particularly the shutter speed, will reflect the motion that is expected when the actors are actually demonstrating it. There was a time he posed like that for us. And then when you are hitting, he goes like that and you are punching. Meanwhile, make sure that the camera angle is professionally placed to show that what you are saying is real and not fake. It's a very good lecturer. Well, you can't be talking about filmmaking without script writing. Forget it. Because that is, first of all, the first stage that is expected that the cinematographer and other aspects, including even the director, will follow. Even though the director is there as the captain or the captain of the ship, that writer is actually giving you all the information that is expected for you to see in the screenplay. So, Sir Dube, it's one lecturer or faculty that I believe is also grounded in his work. He tells you everything that is expected, that you might even start thinking about a lot of things. The creativity must first of all come in you because the characters must be defined. The characters must be allowed to understand what the script is all about. So when Sir Dube is teaching you, is ensuring that all the beats in the scripts are understood. The different stages that you needed to pass through before you come out with the action, the dialogue, the slug line, just mention it. He makes sure that you get all these things appropriately. Because if you don't, then you will be going astray. So he guides, and he gives you a lot of assignments. He makes sure that you go home and do your own work, come back, make your presentation, and then he corrects you where it is required. So he's also a great man. This award-winning faculty or lecturer that has actually given me the encouragement, and he has already forecasted that I'm going to be somebody great in filmmaking in Nigeria. He calls me in the class to tell me what is expected. He calls me outside the class to tell me what I needed to do. And he says to me, you cannot just come from Nigeria and come to Mumbai without showcasing that you are an ambassador of Mumbai Film Academy. This is the man. In fact, he has given us 12 assignments, homework to do. And he goes around supervising to make sure that you get it right. This is the same man that will tell you, you have to write your script, you have to do your short listing, you have to do your storyboard, you have to coordinate yourself, present yourself as an actor, see yourself as an actor, see yourself as a cinematographer, and also see yourself as the director. I repeat, Sir Mahesh V. Pate is an award-winning faculty or lecturer. He's a professor. That's what I call him. He is a professor. Director Anin, who happens to be the officer that is directing the affairs in Mumbai Film Academy, is like a brother to me. I can tell you that. Right from the moment I was able to get his telephone, called him from Nigeria, right from that moment, I started feeling at home. When I had challenges and I tell him, he just said, don't worry, I'll solve the problem from you. And that is true. He takes me as if I am his senior brother. He gives me all the respect that is required of me. He takes me out to see some of the beaches, the fine oceanic views of India. He takes me out to some of the best restaurants you can think about. Let me tell you something. He bought a lot of provisions for me to take care of myself. Anything I'm looking for, he tells me, just call me and I will answer you. It's a perfect guy. And all his staff are also wonderful. The one that is personally close to me, that is giving me my food and everything, even though he doesn't understand English, but we communicate from his action. I'm talking about Raju. I call him Raju. It's a nice guy that I love so much. And there are so many of them. Yogesh was the one that brought me from the airport. He saw me and he waved, and I looked at him. He was carrying my picture, the poster, and I said, that is my man. Right from the moment we started gisting, even in the car. So that familiarity started right from Nigeria and not even from Indian here. These guys are really wonderful. I'm just praying that more Nigerians will come over here and begin to learn more about the Indian movie or the Indian industry, film industry. So that at the end of the day, we become so proud and change, put a little bit of spices in our own film making in Nigeria. I like to actually advise a lot of people who might not be thinking about coming to India for filmmaking courses. I'm telling you, you have to start rethinking. First and foremost, the fee, the amount of money you are going to pay for tuition fee is less than any other country you can think about. Believe it or not, you go and Google it. This and what you are going to get, the value for your money, the value for money is something else. I can tell you in just 3 weeks, you'll be just beating at your chest as if you are now a filmmaker. I'm less than 3 weeks here now, and I'm going for just 1 year. So you can imagine the kind of knowledge that I'm going to have. So you are paying less. Getting your visa is easy, particularly if you ensure that you have the qualification that is required and you have that link with the institution that you want to go. Getting your visa is very easy. And if you are coming, because they also want a lot of people, internationals, to come in, and actually acquired the knowledge and become ambassador of filmmaking for Indians. Because we have heard of so many film industry like Bollywood and so on. So don't just think about Hollywood. Think about Bollywood. So that when you come here, you can mix all your experience together, and then you're able to package yourself and distinguish yourself uniquely to be at the top of the game. And that is why I will advise, particularly my brothers and sisters in Nigeria, I am an ambassador of this academy, and I want you to apply and then come over and see for yourself. Thank you.